This is a video review for Henkei Dinobot. This is another review brought to you by Kapow Toys. Thank them for sponsoring the channel, and check them out over at kapowtoys.com. I'll put the link over there in the channel description or the video description, and hopefully if I get this working, you'll see it down there on the bottom of the screen for just a few seconds. Still working on this editing program. But yeah, thanks to Andy. Like I said, Andy's a real nice guy, so check him out. Anyway, Henkei Dinobot, much more show-accurately painted than the Hasbro version. The Hasbro version was really light and with white stripes and very yellowy. These golden bits were yellowy and these blue bits were very purple. And just overall not a really good color scheme. It worked, but it wasn't great. And this one's much, much better. The Raptor mode, it's lacking. It's not great. I wouldn't buy this for the dinosaur mode. He's got his hands very visible here in his chest, very visible, especially now that they're painted. The Hasbro version, these were all just the same color, so they blended a little better. On the Henkei version, he's got silver claws, which really, really stick out as kind of chest choppers there, which is a little weird. But yeah, the tail itself makes up a huge chunk of the Dino mode, but it also does open up like that. The tail flips in, and he can hold this in his hand in robot mode, and it launches his missile, which also doubles as his Dinobot sword, and it is chromed on the Henkei version as opposed to just being a clear orange from the Hasbro version. We'll go ahead and leave those separate. Transformation, you want to go ahead and pull his legs down, rotate the feet around, and then down and flip them over. Feet around, flip it over. There's his robot mode feet. That's very cool. You can bring these panels come down. You open up these, and these can be a little tricky to get out sometimes, but these little soft rubber bone spurs here, and then you just snap the joint right there into that little opening for it on the leg. Gotta get it lined up right first. There we go. Just push that right in there, and then wrap the bones around his leg. That's very cool. And then just do the same over here. So it's a neat little mechanism for getting some show accurate ribs there on his, or bony bits there on his legs. But up here you want to go ahead, lift his dinosaur hands up, lift these down, and pull the whole arm assembly out of the rib cage. Rotate the hands around. And then this thing's on a spring. I find you really have to really get this to work, you're going to have to hold this down as long as you can as it goes into the body. Otherwise it's going to get stuck on the ridge where the screw goes in and make the head stick out a lot further. But if you hold it down all the way, the head goes a little bit further into his chest and doesn't cover up the bottom of his face when it pops up like that. So we'll get back in there. It's stupid thing. You see that where the screw thing's in, this little flap gets stuck behind it, and you can't push the head down any further unless you don't do that. So anyway, so don't do that. And then you just bring the legs, just push them together like that, and that'll help hold the head in place. The dinosaur arms I just fold behind him because they look silly in any other position. And there's Dinobot in robot mode. Again, a much nicer color scheme with the darker brown with the gold and the actual show accurate blue, especially with the light piped red eyes, is very nice. He does have, you can flip the claws back and then spin this piece around and give him actual hands. And if you do that, that's what this is designed to clip onto. You can just clip this piece right over his hand, and he can hold the launcher. But show accurately, he should have these claws. And you just put them right in there like that. And you can have him hold his sword, which also does fit through the hand as well. But Looks just like that. The tail itself, you can, if you actually fold it all back up, the trigger that shoots the missile also has a little clip on it, and there's a little groove right here behind his head. You can actually clip that onto his back for storage, which again makes him look a little weird. But oh, and he also, right here on his head, almost forgot about this, has this little piece that flips, little triangle piece. You can flip it to give him a maximal symbol, or a Predacon symbol there, or a maximal symbol, or you can, obviously in Dino mode, you can flip that up to fill in this just regular Dino skin. Yeah, very, very cool. I was really excited when he arrived today from Kapow. I gave my old Universe Dinobot to my daughter, who took it out to dinner with us and promptly left it at the restaurant, so she's a little distraught over that. But I think I may have gotten a buddy to send me a replacement for her. So, very nice of him. And I'm very happy because she loved that Dinobot. He went everywhere with us today. She taught him all about how ice is cold. Just had a great time with him, and was really, really upset when we left him at the restaurant. And of course, I managed to transform him all the way through without popping anything off, and now that I'm just fiddling with him at the end of the review, his head pops off. So hooray for that. But okay, well that was supposed to come off. There we go. And again, that's one of the other flaws of the figure, is that the head is prone to popping off, and can do so far easier than you would think. Come on. Anyway, that stupid spring. I may disable it on him like I did with my other Dinobot. But anyway, there he is, Henkei Dinobot. Very cool, very nice. A much more show-accurate Dinobot than the Hasbro version. So check him out. Very cool. Go check out Kapow Toys as well. Say hi to Andy. Henkei Dinobot.